Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the Sullivan family. How is everybody? It's Friday morning, and guess where we are? Oh, she's filling Toby's Crocs with sand. What a monkey. It's a little bit windy today, but I decided this morning that I'd bring them down to the beach because it's supposed to be raining on Saturday and Sunday. It's a bummer, isn't it? It's Father's Day on Sunday. I'm just holding my camera for a second. The week has just flown by again. It's just absolutely flown by. It's been a very busy week as well. Lots of admin things to sort out. Oh yeah. Do you reckon he'll fit? Toby's trying to dig underneath the log so he can get under the log. You're gonna have to go quite deep. Yeah, it's been one of those weeks that you have as adults. Lots of admin-y things. We've still got a massive problem with British Gas. So much so that we haven't been able to access our account with British Gas for since January. And I've spoken probably to about 15, without exaggerating, 15 different members of staff at British Gas to try and get it sorted out. And all we want to do is be able to submit meter readings and pay a bill. That's it. Yeah?
What are those things that are growing on the grass?
Growing on the grass?
No, growing on sand.
They're little sand bugs thingies.
They're so annoying.
Yeah. No, they're not. They're little sand hoppers.
They're everywhere though.
Well, yeah, it's a beach. So it's been ongoing for absolutely ages, and every time you speak to somebody with British Gas, you start the whole story off again, and it's like it's the first time you've spoken to them, and it's extremely frustrating. And one of the phone calls I was on with them for an hour, and they promised me at the end of it that it was sorted and to give it 48 hours. And I went back onto my account, nothing there, can't access it and can't pay a bill or anything. So it's very frustrating. So the last couple of days I've been talking to the Ombudsman. They've taken the case on, and we're going to try and get it resolved that way because British Gas just ain't listening. And the stupid thing of it all is I'm not trying to get out of paying them, I'm trying to pay them. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous. So we've had a couple of days of being on the phone a lot, sorting a few things out, and me and Zoe have been chatting a lot about stuff, just life stuff, what direction we're going. All right, Joseph, do you want to say hi?
Hi.
We've been chatting a lot about life stuff, and as you do as couples, and what direction we're going in, and how we're doing with things, and all of it, all of it. It's been a couple of days like that, to be honest, of just trying to catch up with ourselves, life stuff. So it's nice to get down the beach this morning and sit with a cup of coffee and just chill out for a bit, and enjoy the sunshine as much as you can in Scotland. But when that walk was lovely. I've got to take Zoe, and I've got to take Florence and Agnes and everybody else down to Logie Steading. That was absolutely beautiful. And if you haven't seen that walk, guys, go back one video and check it out after this. After this video, it was amazing. Yeah. How far have you dug now? Okay, give me 2 seconds, and I'll turn the camera around and show everybody what you've done. They're burning off some energy this morning. So later on, I've got an assembly for Agnes at 2:30. Then they all want to go to Sweetie Friday, but we've got to drop Agnes off at football first. Standard Friday procedure, standard Friday stuff. Sweetie Friday, Agnes at football, all that kind of stuff. I think Zoe's going to have a chat with you today as well.
Daddy,
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, no, Sweetie's later. Sweetie's later. So yeah, standard Friday things going on as well. Which I'm just watching that as a dog over there and having a whale of a time in the water. It's a very big dog walkie beach, this one. So yeah, just enjoying Friday for what it is, guys, and having a bit of a catch up with you guys and enjoying the beach.
trying to make a tiny sound and now we there's a path of running sand. There's a path of running sand. Everything. You just need to pick up on the sand. Probably some master at being at a beach.
Go for it, Tobes.
Go! I'm going there! Go!
Can he fit?
Go!
Limbo, limbo. Can he do it?
Yeah! Yay!
Whee! Did you just get sand in your mouth? Tickle his feet, he'll go faster. Well done. Well, that was a lovely hour and a half, guys. But as it is in Scotland, the weather caught up with us a bit. Look at those clouds. The weather caught up with us a bit, so we're going to head home now. But it's almost, it's getting on for 11:30 now, so it'll be lunchtime in a minute anyway. But that was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Yeah. My hair's crazy. My hair was slick back, but now it's gone.
That's gone crazy. Love the beach. Any chance we get. Guys, if you love our channel, please remember to like, comment, subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload or a post. Thank you so much, guys.
Isabel? If we get to the backhand, can you help me? Well, maybe. Back walkover. Maybe. Or front walkover.
Hi guys, so it's Friday afternoon. The weather was supposed to be like super hot today, and it is super hot, but I think we've got thunderstorms on the way because it's pretty windy. But that's not a bad thing because it means I can get my washing out, although there was a little raindrop on the weather app, but just one tiny one, so I'm choosing to ignore it because I need to get my washing out. I've got bedding, I've got towels. It needs to go out on the line because apparently these thunderstorms are going to hit us this weekend. But we're ignoring that. Ignoring it. I don't know what's going on there. Somebody's laughing at something. Anyway, I haven't actually been on here much this week. Because, to be perfectly honest, I've been struggling a bit with the whole social media thing. I put a TikTok on the other day about how wild social media is at the moment, and how actually not just social media, life as well, people in real life, how awful and vile people have been. And it's not just me. Obviously responses to that have been across, it's sad, but people have said, you know, how they have found it too, not just on social media, but across the board. People are voicing things a lot more that maybe they wouldn't have done. Everything just seems to be a bit, as somebody put it, a bit wonky at the moment. I know we've come on before and we've talked about things, trolls and everything else, and I don't want to keep coming on and talking about it because, number one, I don't want to give them airtime, and number two, I just don't want to. We try and be positive, we try and be happy, all of those things. We try and promote the positivity, but it's been really hard, really, really hard. Lately, I've found it really, really hard. And when I find things difficult like that, I have to take a step back. It's the only way that I can deal with things. I can't formulate properly because I think one of the problems that I have, I try and understand where these people are coming from when they write these things. I try and understand how people can be so awful. And because I try and understand that, it kind of sends me into a bit of a spiral, because I just don't understand. I don't understand why people can be so horrible. I just don't understand. I don't understand where it comes from. And I get that social media has almost become like, people say it's just their opinion, but somewhere people can take their frustrations and their anger and their hate out on other people, but they don't always see those people, those creators, as being real people almost. In fact, I saw something that somebody else, another big creator, put on the other day, and they had this comment put on there, and the person actually said, the person that left this comment, actually, they were challenged on it, and then they actually said, well, I didn't think they'd read my comment. What did they say? It was just, I was just speaking my mind. I didn't think they'd actually read it. And I think that happens quite a lot. I think people now, this access that we have to everything, this 24/7 access we have to everything, I think somewhere along the lines, people have forgotten how to be nice to each other. And, people are writing all this stuff. And people are just putting stuff down, and then when they get challenged on it, they say things like, well, it's just my opinion, or I was just speaking my mind. But sometimes maybe you shouldn't. We're all entitled to our own opinions on everything. We've all got our own opinions. Everybody is different. Everybody has different feelings, different thoughts, different outlooks on life, different morals. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we have to go and say what we think to somebody else just because it's different to what you believe. But I think for me, I try and understand, and and then it gets into my head. And as much as I say, we ignore things that get said, and we do really try, but I'm only human, and I'm quite sensitive. I'm quite a sensitive person. How I ended up doing social media, I don't know, because I do take things to heart, and I am quite a sensitive person, and I have got a lot more thick-skinned over the years, and most of the time I am a bit like, whatever. But occasionally, when you're feeling vulnerable anyway, occasionally it gets into your head, and I notice that our content starts to change a little bit, and these comments, they start wearing you down. The thing is as well about the people that make these comments, and there might be the ones that just put the odd one or whatever and you block them, and that's fine. But there's the ones that repeatedly come back. They make new profiles. They repeatedly come back. Even though you block them, they make a new profile, they'll come back again. And we know that's not us, that's them. Yeah. But you can't get rid of them. They just keep coming back, keep saying their things, and you block them again, and they come back, and you block them and they come back. But it gets very tiresome. And a lot of people will say, well, I don't know what they're doing. A lot of people will say, well, you put yourself on social media, you deserve it. Do you though? Do you deserve people coming on and bullying you every day? Do you? Would you have any other job or anything where that would be okay? Because, you know, we all, you stand up and say, oh, you know, no to bullying and all that. But in actual fact, this is what these people on the internet do. They bully people. Now, again, we all know, or the majority, I say we, the majority of people are good people. The majority of people that follow us are brilliant. You know, you guys are amazing. The people that support us are amazing. And I know it's only a very small percentage, but when they keep coming back and they keep saying their things and they make up these pages, these hate pages, these sites, and they all feed each other. They all feed on each other. And they, you know, we've had emails, messages, things like that saying, we're going to report you for this, we're going to report you for that, we're going to report you to social service. And you think, what for? You know, what is, you're wasting their time. Sorry, just cut me off. You're wasting their time, their money. I don't understand the goal. And you know, you say you do it for our children. You don't. You do it for yourself. You do it for yourself because it makes you feel better. You do it for yourself. And there's people making money off the back of our videos out there as well. And we all know it. And they've got their own supporters who think that they're okay. They're making money out of my videos and my children. So, you know, the problem is these people will never admit that they have done anything wrong. They are the type of people that have all over their profiles, they have be kind, choose, you know, we're kind to people. They've always got it on their profile, be kind, somewhere in their profile they will have. And any other content creator or anybody on the internet will tell you that you can guarantee when there's a comment from somebody and they've used their actual profile, you'll go onto their profile and they will say, it will say be kind somewhere. You can guarantee it. But they are the first people, they're not kind. They're not kind people. They get caught up in this. They're bored. They're unhappy, hateful people who have things going on in their own lives and need to take that hate out on other people. So they choose somebody on the internet and they do that. At the end of the day, people say you're exploiting your children by doing what we're doing. We've got a family channel, so makes us an immediate target. Yeah, now half the videos have the children in, not all of them have the children in. It's about family life. Our channel is about family life, what we do as a family. When we started our channel, it was about, you know, parenting tips, showing people our lives, all those sorts of things. People follow us because they like the fact we have a large family. They like the way we do things. You know, I show different ways of doing things, help people out if we can. Show some of the things that we do because it might help out somebody else, you know, the way that we do. The same as I look on the internet for things that people do, and I think that's a great way of doing that. But they say things like that, but there are millions of people on the internet, on TikTok, on Facebook, that share pages with their children. Yeah, and I can guarantee that most of the people that say these things, they join these hate pages and everything else and they gang up on creators. And I can guarantee that most of those people, when you go onto their profile and look at the people that they follow, there'll be people on there, mummy and me accounts, all of these accounts that have parents and their children in, but yet choose to come to us and hate on us. So basically you're hating on us because there's already a thing there which highlights us. There's us, there's some other large families, other people. We're already highlighted by these people that hate on us. So it gives you an easy target. It's like mob mentality. So you see someone being picked on, so you join in as well. And that's basically what that is, because there are thousands and millions of people doing the same thing that we do, showing their family lives, doing TikToks with their kids, all those sorts of things. You don't have a problem with them, but you have a problem with us. So that doesn't make much sense. And I can guarantee that you already follow other people, and you watch TV, you watch soaps that have kids in. Yeah. So your argument doesn't really wash, to be honest. We're not doing anything wrong. We are not doing anything wrong. We are showing family life. nice walks, beach trips, all the nice things in a positive light. We try and share things like body confidence, perimenopause, all those sorts of things, anxiety, depression, trying to share all those things as well. But you choose to pick on that one thing. And I'll tell you why you pick on that one thing, because somebody else has highlighted it, and it gives you something to grip onto that makes you feel better about yourself because you're picking on somebody else. And quite frankly, it's been really hard to deal with these past couple of weeks. I don't know why it's hit me quite so hard, because this happens. Maybe I'll take a day off social media and then I'll be back again. But this time around, it's really hit me hard. At the end of the day, these people do not care. They don't care what happens to the people that they pick on. You know, you see these awful things happen to people, and, you know, you go right back to the Caroline Flack thing, and awful, you know, she ended up taking her own life because people were so vile to her. And then they all turn around in the end and they're like, oh, you know what, be kind and be kind. And you think, but you pushed her to that. These people push people to these situations, and they have no idea the damage they cause to people. And the scary thing is, as well, these people, so, you know, you envisage a troll being somebody sat behind their computer screen, and maybe, I don't know, 5 times out of 10 they are. But other than that, they're not. They're just normal people with families, grandmothers, people that you wouldn't expect. And I expect if you were to highlight their account online, in fact, I saw it happen the other day with somebody else highlighted this person's comment. She was a grandmother, and she got really annoyed that this person had highlighted their account, which was public account, because she didn't really want people to see the type of person that she was, because at the end of the day, you know you're doing wrong. You know what you're doing. If you're so confident in what you're doing, then you shouldn't have to hide away, should you? In fact, for instance, I had somebody come on one of my reels the other day, I think it was, on Instagram, and put a comment down. Now, this comment came straight out of a troll's mouth from somewhere else, somewhere they'd read something, they'd been on some page somewhere, and we all know what pages we're talking about, and they'd taken that. It's like Chinese whispers, isn't it? Such and such says that, and it gets made into that and made into that, and it's all utter crap, to be honest. It's all utter bullshit. But they come on and they then say, well, I'm going to say that. It's about, you could look up anybody on the internet and you could go down a rabbit hole and find things out, but you never actually know. You're not that person. You know, you're just, this person's made a TikTok and that person's made a reel, and it's all just people making stuff up to try and make money for themselves or to try and get themselves out there. This person wrote a comment on mine, and when I looked at her profile, she was a critical care nurse down in Cornwall, right? A critical care nurse down in Cornwall. Now, my brother was in intensive care years back now, but was cared for by critical care nurses. My mum's recently been in the same hospital, in Trelisk Hospital in Cornwall. Yeah, my best friend, has been in hospital being looked after. And you think, these people, you know, with those views, are looking after people in a hospital. And you think, okay, everybody's got a view. But if you're happy to voice that opinion on a public page, what kind of person does that make you then go in and being an impartial nurse to everybody? That's quite scary, to be honest. But anyway, I've had a few days, a week to kind of, I'm struggling at the moment. Anyway, things, you know, we have teenagers, we have little ones, we have things going on. Cost of living, everything's going up in price. Trying to manage all the bills, trying to manage, you know, we run in 2 cars, a house, just trying to keep everything under control. We've got lots going on. The girls have got shows, they've got dance things, they've got, you know, there's homeschool, there's school for Agnes and Noah as well. The other girls are starting college. Managing, taking people, getting everybody where they need to be. Life is busy all the time. It's busy, and at the end of the day, that all comes first. But you know, I'm struggling a little bit at the moment, but I'm getting there. And I'm realizing that I have to stop trying to understand why people do these things, and I have to it dawned on me this morning, and I do talk to myself about these things sometimes as well, and I suddenly think, do you know what I mean? I have to realise that everybody has different feelings, and I know this, everyone's got different feelings, different opinions, different outlooks on life, but some people have outlooks on things, and I really don't understand racism, homophobia, all those sorts of things. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And I think these people with these views are so much, they find it so easy to just spread it out there, and it's becoming more and more prevalent, I think, at the moment. And everything that's going on in the world at the moment, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. And you just think, I don't quite know what's happened to the world. I don't like it. And yeah, it just puts everything into significance. And I think I have to stop trying to understand why people, I've gone back to trying to justify everything, justify to other people our life, and I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. But me being the person I am, I struggle with it all. I've said before, hate not being liked. It's one of those things I grew up with. But at the end of the day, not everybody likes everybody, and that's okay. But you do start getting paranoid about things, and when you're feeling vulnerable, these things matter, but really they don't. So I just need, that's why I've kind of steered away from things lately, because I've just needed time away to kind of preserve myself, if you like. But anyway, I'm back. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. I will deal with it. And we just need to one side and get on with being who we are and what we do. And that's that, I think. I'm going to go and sit in the sun. The kind of sun. It's warm. It's not sunny. It's warm. I'm going to go and put my washing out on the line, actually. And so, yeah, I'll see you later.
What happened to the weather?
I don't know.
What happened to the weather?
It's supposed to be
Do you know what? It's been
and thunderstorm tomorrow.
It's bonkers today. It's been sunny, rainy,
It's
sunny,
Scotland.
rainy, sunny, rainy,
It's
sunny, rainy,
Daddy, I'm used to it. It's Scotland.
sunny, rainy,
For some reason I like when it's raining.
sunny, rainy.
It's rain.
Are we going to go get some sweets?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that then.
Florence was going like rain, go away.
Come on, let's
And
go.
then she'll say little Olivia and little Florence. It started raining again.
Oh, for crying out loud, it's pouring down now. What's going on today? Seriously, what is going
I
on
knew
today?
this would happen, and I'm wearing shorts.
We were down the beach this morning.
I'm wearing a skirt, girl.
Oh,
I like the rain. I like the rain, to be honest.
Joseph, what happened? What happened?
You just showed hydration.
Hydration.
There's loads of hydration. Have you been raining like this in ages? Raining, there's foam coming out of the jacket. There's foam rain. I don't need to touch the tweezer today.
No.
Ooh, frosting. Lucozade. I am Prue.
Joseph loves Lucozade.
It gives me energy.
Yeah.
Next time we go to dancing. Because they're going to rehearse.
No, normal sweets.
Oh,
Normal sweets.
but I love these. Those are
Come on.
Wait, Daddy. Those are. I got them in my pick-a-mix.
No, normal sweets.
No, I was saying I got them from my pick-a-mix.
Okay, cool, but it's normal sweets.
I don't know who likes Reese's, but my fudges are my favourite thing. I have
Fudges?
Them, do you know when it's
Are they?
Christmas? When there's fudges in my chocolate,
Yeah.
that's the first thing I eat.
All right, cool.
Do you know I sneak chocolate on Christmas in the morning? Yeah. Me
Right,
too.
listen, we need sweets for Agnes, sweets for Florence, Yeah, so Florence wants rainbow belts as well.
We should get one for Mummy. We should get her chocolate.
Yeah, and then get sweets for yourselves, okay?
And this is rainbow belt.
All right, good. Oh, hang on, don't get too many. Not too many. Are we good?
Where's all the watermelons from, Mummy?
If you look up there, you can see it.
Well, that was a bit of a downpour, guys. That's what it's been like today. It's been on and off all day.
There's foam coming out of the jacket.
So when they went on foam day, look. Can you see the foam coming out of their jacket? From when they went to Landmark, went to foam day. That's quite funny. So Agnes did absolutely fantastic in her assembly. She was the loudest one reading out her part in her assembly. She did really, really well, guys. I went to watch that.
What did she say?
Eh?
What did she say?
She was just going on about the poles, the North and South Pole. They were talking about the world, the planet and all that kind of stuff.
What was the assembly about?
It was about the world and the planet and stuff, yeah? Yeah, it was about the world and the planet and stuff, and she did an amazing job, bless her. But she's at home at the moment. She's not going to she's not going to football. She just want to stay at home with Zoe for a minute, so we've got some sweeties. They were actually playing, when I went to go and watch Agnes, they were actually all playing in the garden, in the sunshine. So that's how quickly Scottish weather can change, literally in a heartbeat. You can have bright sunshine, 23 degrees, 24 degrees, and then it just rains.
It's about to get some milk.
Is she? Cool. So anyway, guys, that's it. That is Friday. We are done and dusted. I'm going in now to start doing some dinner for this lot. Go to get them into bed and all that good stuff. We have tomorrow, we have swimming, we have ballet, we're going to go to the library tomorrow. We need to go to the library now again.
Yeah.
We need to take some books back. And then we're going to see how the day progresses tomorrow, guys.
I need to take my book back.
Yeah, we do. We do. I'll have to make some plans with Zoe in the morning.
Back on 13th of June.
Okay.
And it's 13th of June.
Oh, better take it back then, haven't we?
Yeah.
Better take it back.
It's
So,
14th of June.
14th of June. And then obviously on Sunday, it's Father's Day. Father's Day.
But Father's Day is going to be raining.
Don't say that. Don't say it's going to be raining on Father's Day. Oh my God.
On Daddy's Day.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and comment and hit that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload or a post. And please don't forget as well, we've got all of our social media links in the video description below, so go over and check those out. Anyway, guys, that's it. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.